All right, game recap. This was just like a mentally taxing game. Like for real, mentally taxing. Just trying to scheme because this dude can sling it in like the craziest windows and like put it on a rope, or he got nice, like Prof actually used touch a few times very nicely, which I'm a little jealous of because he put that ball out there with some sweet touch on a couple throws that was absolutely beautiful. So that was impressive to see. But roughly a similar game stat wise, percentage completion percentage wise. But we were able to get 5 interceptions. Those 3 interceptions, I think one I would say is Mills, two on me. But they'll probably be in the highlights, so I have to take a look. But pretty good QBR there, 13 to 22, so not bad. 252 passing. Kellen Mond threw a pass. All right, Pierce, I think, was a differentiator. Didn't get any tubs, but he was able to. Let me close this chat. It's distracting me a little bit. He was able to make some key runs to extend drives. Right, so you see his longest was 18. He almost broke one, but I was in the middle of a truck stick animation. He probably could have broke that one, but pretty good running there. Prof was able to do pretty much the same, 17 to 76. Got the one tub, but he ended up throwing a lot more than he ran it. Receiving, pretty much seven. What's that? 7 different receivers. Good distribution here. Rookie Brown came up big on a few plays, so that was crucial. Got a touchdown to Pierce, Brown, Jordan, and Nico. They only say 2 drops, but there were a couple others there that were like knockouts that were crucial because Nico had one for sure that was crucial, and he dropped it. But the key to this game was definitely defense. Cloud had a freaking game. 6 tackles, 4 tackles, solos, 10 tackles in total, 2 interceptions, 2 tackles for a loss. I mean, the dude was just flying around. Great game. Harris with 7 assists, so he was Johnny on the spot. And then Cloud, Harris, and Jackson leading in total tackles. We had 9 tackles for a loss, 4 sacks, which was crucial. And Wosu came, I think both of his sacks, came on the same drive. Uchenna was definitely balling. Malik Collins got a nice one early, and Frank Clark got one early. Davis Mills got a tackle. Stop throwing interceptions then, Joker. So Cloud got 2. Lane got 2. So both my rookies got 2 interceptions, and then Nelson was able to get one at the end, which, I mean, to be honest, Madden kind of did Prof dirty on that last one. The receiver didn't even try for it. So we had 6 deflections, no fumbles, no defensive touchdowns. I don't think they got any. Yeah, no defensive touchdowns at all. Let's take a look at these highlights. Yeah, this was one where it's just like a familiarity with the play on this one. Like I knew what was coming. I had a safety over the top. I could see Petrie was bending over to this route, which I thought was going to be a C route, but it looks like it was just a streak, and I just jumped this one. The crossing route was the next viable option, and he was wide open. So just jumped that one. I don't usually use it as safety, but that was just a good play there. This touchdown here, Prof was running at linebacker almost exclusively all game. So I was looking at Tanyan. Tanyan is boxed. That was my one read. My second read was going to be my hitch on the right, but Tre'Davious had that boxed. I mean, no way I'm throwing that hitch against Tre'Davious. He has inside position and is hugging him. So the next one was, I mean, he's in man, so the linebacker has the flats. Just go ahead and freeform that up a little bit to make Pierce run forward and not sideways, and just went ahead and got that one and ran that one in. I think this is the one with the touch. No, I wasn't. Oh man, this one had me mad. Yeah, so I was at safety again. I thought he was going to throw this here, so I jumped it. Got a little overzealous, and he just put that thing right over the outside. Oh, this dude here, I see now. During the game, I couldn't figure why my cornerback didn't animate, but that's a little bit high. I was spamming triangle, so it's a little bit high. That's really good touch right there. He may have freeformed that one. But instead of cutting it off, if I would have ran with the receiver, I maybe get an animation right there. But that was a really nice pass. Yeah, so this one in the game I was talking about. So see how Lane jumps the route? And then boom, he just teleports out. You know, not like a glitchy teleport, but you know what I mean. Like he's like stuck on him, and then he just kind of jumps free. Bad tackle after that. So good play. Those whip routes, he was running quite a bit of them. We started keying on them later on. This one, coverage sack. If I wanted to, I could have hit this little dig right here, but Mills is maybe a little too skittish for me to do that. And I could have went over the top as well. But I had Prof. I was pretty much sure Prof had man up on the running back, so I was waiting on that cutout right there. Looks like he had, you know, the blitz coming, so that meant the safety was also helping on that halfback right there. He was probably supposed to be in a double linebacker blitz right here, but only one of them came, and he went to user. So that's me just holding the ball. What I should have done was recognize the blitz right here, that he's here, and Nico has a cornerback still in his back pedal, and he's already breaking, and I should have just tossed that up to Nico. Nico doesn't do well with a lot of contested catches, so it probably wouldn't have worked, but it would have been better than a sack. All right, so we come out here, and I couldn't believe he was in two. I was like, maybe he's disguising it or something. Like, there's no way he's in two, and it's, what, 3rd and 19? But he was, and he had a blitz coming off the edge. If I recall correctly, the play art said this was the DB blitz 2, which meant the right DB over my slot on the right should have been blitzing 2, but he probably manned him up. So I'm looking at the corners, and the corners, I was actually looking on the left first, and the corner let him go by him, so I know that confirmed cover 2 for me, but he started running with him. So I checked to the right, because I have somebody to hold the safety on the right. I don't on the left. So I checked on the right, and sure enough, Nico is over the top. So I feel the pressure from the left. This is getting long, but I feel the pressure from the left, and I start sliding right. I'm not trying to slide. I'm trying to step up to the right, and he throws this sidearm sliding right bomb. And I mean, it's absolutely perfect to Nico. It's not perfect. It's a little behind Nico, and it almost got acrobatic. If he wasn't in cover 2 to start, that's probably a pick. For sure, it's probably a pick. But Nico was able to get free because he was in cover 2 right there. But that one freaked me out. Like, Mills sliding to the right and throwing a streak 50 yards down the field or however far. Yeah, that's not something you want to do regularly. This one had me mad. This was when I started watching out for these whip routes. I mean, that is just horrible coverage by my highest rated cornerback. It's a basic whip route, and he's basically there. Like, look at him. Like, he's there. He's not going to intercept it, but then he does that. It's like Madden was like, oh no, you got faked, and he's like, oh yeah. And it's just a bad tackle. He's a little too slow to get there. Bad tackle by Lane, and then he runs for 6 right there. So, good little play there. Man, my phone has been crazy this whole game. Oh man. Oh, Mills. Man, okay, look. Look at the slot and look at my slot. Look, he's open right here. So I throw this immediately. Mills decides to put this thing 20 yards downfield. Like, look at all of the sideline over there. And he throws it up the field. That just had me aggravated. I mean, that was a perfect read. Boom, open, release. Like, he didn't even break up yet. Release. So if the safety's not there, I mean, Brown's probably walking into a touchdown. I don't know how fast that corner is. He may be able to stick with him, but that just had me upset. I was mad. Uh, Came back next play. He's running the crosser. I see that this crosser is running into my corner. So he didn't throw the first one. He's running into the corner. All right, so Bell off of him. He's going to be decently covered. And I came back to the dig, and he ended up throwing it right to me. So good play there. Came back with the rook right before half. This was improbable. He rushed 3. I stepped up. Nobody else really has an option here. I mean, unless I'm going to throw it out here to the boundary to Tre'Davious, that's a no-go. Throw it up here to the left, and he has a safety and a corner on him. That's a no-go. Throw it to little Scotty Miller right here. He's not going to score. This is the end of the half, so just toss one up. So free-formed one up, and the rookie ended up just mossing Peterson. Absolutely crucial. Crucial play, because if not, we go into the half down 10. Instead, we go into the half down 3. So that was crucial. This is where we started getting a little pressure. I say this is a cover sack. I think he had a little tunnel vision looking for something there. He could have thrown that tight end right there. I don't know what he was looking for there, but maybe that crosser. But the tight end was completely open right here. And he had plenty of time to throw it. Like, at this point, he's open. So I'm not sure. I would say that's cover sack. He was probably just tunnel vision. So the next play, I run this play action because, I mean, I basically had come out in a big set. Tight end gets over the top. So I just tossed that up to him. Ends up being a perfect throw. And for Virix, this is why you L1, right? These are the moments that you L1, not just highballing stuff for the sake of highballing. If I throw this on a rope, that's probably an interception. But that's why I L1, to put it over the top of the DB and only where the receiver can get it. But great catch there by Brevin. He doesn't always catch those kind of contested catches. No scores in the second half. I mean, in the fourth quarter. Like, it was a defensive battle. So on this one here, he just ended up bailing out. I think he was looking for something here, and we basically had boxed it. The out route, basically a flood concept with a post, was covered here. But I don't know why he bailed, because that post route right there was just ooh-wee. Especially with Allen. Allen's going to put that on a rope and right where it needs to be. No other highlights. Okay. All right. So good win. We're 500. Oh, I had a scenario. I didn't know I had a scenario. Sunny beaches. All right. Game saved. So we cool. All right. So we'll get some XP from it because it wasn't a dev scenario. It was one of those get 300 yards for get 300 yards and you get some XP sort of thing. Shoot, I think I threw for what, 250 or something, 260. So close. But I'd rather have the win in this case than that 300. So our season goal for this season was 7 wins. We got 6. You know, we're right there. Hopefully we can pull that off. Um, that was definitely a big win. I know it's between Prof and 55 on the 1 seed. So playing a little bit of playoff spoiler here. So anyway, catch you on the flip.